Hi, my name is Shannon Witten. I'm a Red Seal carpenter and an instructor here at the College of Carpenters and Allied Trades, and I make geometry videos for my geo class. So hopefully it helps them with their homework and gives them an opportunity to kind of hear the process again. So this is for them and anybody else who is interested in making a more uncommon angle. In our previous lessons, we've discussed bisecting angles and how to get 60 and then 30 and then 15 or 7.5, 45 and then 22.5. But this is to show us how we can get something like 62 degrees. So we use those methods, but in addition to that, we use what I refer to in my class as the magic number. So the magic number is really just the radius of a circle with a 360-inch circumference. So with our geometry homework, it's going to be relative to the scale that we're using. But if I did, real time 4'9" and 5/16 with a measuring tape and drew a big circle with that as my radius, my circumference would be 360 inches. This is actually drawn on the 3/4 scale, so it is proportional. If I want to find something like 62 degrees, what I am going to do first is get as close to that number as I can using the methods previously discussed in my lesson. So I can strike an arc upon itself to get 60 degrees, which is why I have already drawn 60. So we're moving forward from that. And I want 62 degrees, which means I'm going to go a little bit past 60. If I take that magic number of 4'9" and 5/16, and I'm still on the 3/4 scale for this example as well, then what I can do, and this is just what I do and like to show my students because I find it to be pretty accurate, is I will measure up from B on the same scale, 3/4 scale that I'm working with, 4 foot, and I'll come to 9, and technically on your scaling ruler this would be 1/4, but at this size this is as close as I can get. There's the 1/2 inch mark for 9 and 9.5, and I'm going right in between there. So we're literally splitting hairs, but I'm trying to get as close with my scale to 4'9" and 5/16, and I just make a slight little mark, so very faint, at that distance. You can use scrap paper if you want or draw it somewhere else, but the whole point of that is so that I can set my compass to that 4'9" and 5/16 and strike an arc at the same time. So at this point, if I were to keep going all the way around, I would have a circle just like this one. I don't need the entire circumference of this circle. I really just need to know where it hits in relation to 60 degrees, which is why I drew this line so long, so that I would definitely hit it with this arc. At this point, if there are 360 degrees at a circle and I have 360 inches of circumference, I can measure 1 inch along the arc for every degree. So still using my 3/4 scale, I would then take my scale and set 0 on 60. You can, do it forwards, backwards. I like this way because if you're doing a significant amount, which we're trying to avoid, I might need to arc it because I'm not trying to go from point to point on my circumference. I'm trying to measure along the circumference. So I will go 2 inches on my 3/4 scale, and it's important that I stick with the 3/4 because that's the radius 4'9" and 5/16 is set to. At which point, once I've measured up 2 inches along that circumference, that should be 62 degrees, and I just line up that arc, that 2-inch point, back to my apex of my angle. And that would be C. I have 62 degrees. So hopefully that helps. Step 1, find the closest angle you can to it. Step 2, make the line long enough that 4'9" and 5/16 hit it. And then step 3, measure off that point where 4'9" and 5/16 hits along the arc as many degrees as you need to change it to get the angle you're looking for. And then you just connect it back and label it. So hopefully that helps, and have a good day.